RK3, welcome back to the grind. We are experimenting with some new camera angles and vibes and thing here today. You know what I mean?
To experiment, man, when it comes to the music.
Yeah, yeah.
Forward.
But so I mean, you know, I think we did our interview. Must have been maybe 2 years ago or more.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago.
Probably more, Trav.
So the irony of coming back here and doing the interview, I just did a press kit and I had to put a link with our interview and it was your interview on the grind.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, no disrespect to no other, interviewer, but that interview was one of the best interviews I had in my 20-something years career, to be quite honest. Respect to you on that, you know?
No doubt.
Yeah.
We was talking about other interviews that you might have had to go on, I think, but we ain't going to talk about that on air, you know? Certain things are not to be said on air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to ask, I mean, so we have this song, Dark, which has been out for a while, and I believe we were playing it since the last time here.
Yeah.
But I find you are someone that delves in all different types of genres, you know what I mean? Whether it be the soca, the zest. Because we've been playing, you see that tune with you and Nice Nation? We just level play that. How much man you want, girl? I find all this real, like...
I have to talk something on the grind today and be real honest with the people, right?
Right.
You may understand this. You see, juggling different hats is not no easy thing to do, right? It's not no easy thing to do. And
when you say juggling different hats, what do you mean?
All right, being a radio presenter, right? Working behind the scenes, being like, all right, a producer, right? Being a promoter, being a manager. Sometimes not everyone in the business might have a manager. Sometimes you have to manage your own self. You understand? Send out emails, do different things. You know, being a father.
I was going to add that to the list
right?
too, because
it's a lot. And sometimes people look at us and say, hey boy, them fellas real get through, but don't know the kind of work that we actually put in.
Don't know the grind.
Don't know the grind, correct. And to be quite honest, I haven't been performing, like before the pandemic, it was different. We had more gigs. The thing was a little more open when it comes to the local artists. But if you look since after the pandemic, how many local artists really performing, really being hired to perform?
Outside of Carnival, I mean.
Outside of Carnival. Outside of
Well,
Carnival.
I actually think it's gotten, I wouldn't say it's gotten better, but you see, we were coming out of a time of Trinidad and certain things, and there was an energy and a movement, and COVID kind of suppressed it slightly, but out of that as well, a lot of artists were birthed through the COVID and through online and social media and these sort of things.
Young brother, that's Lady Lava. I mean, a few artists
Although Lava out here grinding, yes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I remember the days Lava in studio with us while I recording song Lava right there, that's watching, and I happy for Lava because I know the grind the sister been doing for years. You know what I mean? For years. And it's just a lot of work. Right,
but back to you, because what I wanted to ask is, as I say, since then, from then to now, although you've delved in all of these different genres and still do, I find like a lot of your music of late has been like Dark. Like we have Kia Heal, which is one of your latest. Things for My Mind is recent as well. How long Things for My Mind released?
So Things for My Mind they would have released. So I released the album fully digital late 2024. Right, but what happened since after that we ran straight into Carnival. Right, and then back into March and then back into the summer and that kind of thing. And since then I haven't really gotten chance to really promote the album like I would like to promote it.
Let me tell you something. I have an album called Hammer and Chisel. I don't think I've released a single off of that album yet.
You see?
But I intend to.
You see, so what happened to me, I'd released Dark, I'd released Love Life, Them Don't Know My Pain, My Struggles and My Gain. That is the song that I did in tribute to Gotti. Leroy Thomas had passed away. Those songs are on the album. So those songs are the songs I will release. But songs like Things for My Mind and these other songs, I did the video, but I never really got chance to do what I'm doing right now, which is the groundwork. So I was like, KG, you have all this music. And the thing about it, I'll give you an example. Like Saturday, I took my son for swimming classes. Right? After I came out of the pool with him, walked in the washroom, and I see this man woke up and watching me. So I was like, I said, say, what a pass? He's like, no. Yeah, ma'am, you are RKGN? So I was like, yeah, I really love your music. I love Love Life. surgery. The man started calling names. The funny thing about this man was an elderly man. So, and he was like, I said, you listen to my music? He said, yeah, man, I'm 70, you know. So I like, how come he on the frequency that I am? I thinking that, you know, a younger demographic would like the music. And he said something to me that kind of stood out. I find your music different. There's something special about you. And within that time, that day in particular, and you would feel this too, sometimes he put out so much material, and it there, but it not there. If you understand where I'm coming from, it's in the people face, but you know, sometimes they say dance here before you dance abroad, but you've been doing it and you wonder, boy, I wonder if people really feeling this. But to hear that from an elderly man, it kind of inspired me and motivated me a little more to say, hey, KG, if you connect with people like that, that means the music scene something.
Well, that's kind of the question I was getting to, is like, I realize there's a certain vibe now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was since Dark or there was one before. As I say, around the time when you did the other song as well in dedication to Gotti and whatnot.
Yeah.
What is it, something in you, or was it a response from the people? Is it something in you to say, I want to create this kind of music? It's almost like a emotional dancehall sort of connection music.
All right, so let me answer. I've never said this in an interview before. This is the first time I'm going to say this in an interview. What happened to me is that people would know me from singing bossa wine, girl tune, you know, the skin out tune,
and reggae,
right? And reggae pass me the light to make me burn down Babylon, right? And them kind of tune. And then after a while, I find the music, although the girls were liking it, I was getting more performances and that kind of thing. It wasn't feeding my soul now, right? It wasn't really feeding me. It's something that I would have in my repertoire. And it's a party but it wasn't feeding my soul, like my purpose now. Why I see myself as an artist. And funny enough, Orlando Octave brought out a song called Honorable. I don't remember that song. And when I saw it,
probably one of the only stations that's played. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I give it some love at my soul. But when I heard that song, I was like, yo, Lando tap into something here that really inspiring. And that song inspired me to write Love Life. I like the mood of the song. No, we've been hearing the Jamaicans and them doing it, right? But something about that particular song that Orlando did, because I reached out and said, Orlando, this song very bad. And me as an artist, it inspired me. So that kind of gave me the inspiration to do Love Life.
Right.
After I did Love Life now, right, I did Love Life with Wiz, right? And then I work with Nice Nation and Milby also. Nice Nation was like, yo, that frequency on point. And we did Dark, right? Then we did Things For My Mind. Then we did a song called Hard Life. I did a video for that recently. You know, Surgery. That is a song about heartbreak, right? And for some reason, everybody keeps saying, yo, KG, we feeling you on this frequency. It's almost like we like the soca vibes too, and the dancehall and the rock out tune and the zest, you know. But something about this and your voice, it kind of marinates with the instrumental, and it evokes a certain vibe.
Yeah. So
that is what really inspired the whole thing. So big up Orlando Octave. I don't know if we ever had that conversation, but you know, is something that song in particular inspired me to sing.
No, because
you know,
I remember that, and we were I won't say instrumental, but we were very up on it because we had an interview with Orlando that went viral. A few of them,
right?
From since Orlando started singing, "Cause them are Rasta," he started to go down a certain road of reality music and conscious music. Not to say he never do that before, but he and always a party man, whatever. And that's how to connect in a different way. And I'm glad to see that that inspired you, but then also your own want for fulfilling something in yourself now. And I think that's very important with us as artists, because I always wonder, because you send, ladies and gentlemen, RKG sent me about 25 million songs here today, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right? And I tell them, bro, I ain't got a chance to go through all of them things, But you know what I mean? I often wonder, like, how do you continue to feel motivated to continue making music and creating music?
Matix, I have to remotivate myself every day. I'll tell you why, right?
Every day?
Every single day when you get up, you have to, because we live in a place where, and I see this, not to disrespect anyone or make anyone feel anyhow. A man can sing, "Girl, broke out and skin out. Girl, broke out and skin out. Why in your waist?" TikTok pick it up, it gone. It gone. Sing a song like, God leave them hard long time. 1,000 views. I posted that again, 25,000, 100,000 views. So if you watch the frequency that a lot of people on right now is that, right? Although I sing that, it doesn't feed my soul as much as the reality music. So it's a choice. I can sing 1,000 of those songs, to be quite honest. We could go in the studio right now and you give me instrumental and I just spit lyrics and sing those songs. But is it doing anything for me as a person, as the artist I want to be? Right? So for me, like I gave the example with the guy, right? Within the pandemic, right, I did the album Eccentric. So I have 3, since I've been doing music on a whole, I have a lot of singles, but I have 3 albums, which is, it was actually 4. The first album was an album called The Man Behind the Mic. And I didn't get to do the promotion properly, so I kind of squashed that project. And then I had Caribbean Born, which was published. Yeah,
it was a reggae album?
Yeah, which was crossover, which was actually, which is still distributed by VPAL Music, sub-label to VP Records. I've been out in the US. I did some, marketing with them and that kind of thing. I had to come back home because of radio, right? Because the artist thing, I mean, I can't stay out there 4 months and promote music. We have a family to feed now. So I had to come back here. And then I created the Eccentric album, right? And when I was about to do a little US tour with that, pandemic come and hit, right? So within that now, I had to just pull back and kind of restart, reset, sorry. Right. And while I was doing that, I said, you know what, let me create, I just love, I'm addicted to being creative, right? So even though, like I said, by that man said about 20-something songs, is because I'm addicted to being creative, and I went back in the studio, myself and Nice, and you were like, yeah, what's going on? Let me do it, right? Let me create something that, universal, that timeless. So all the songs on this album, fully digital, I consider timeless music. We have Things From My Mind, we have Dark, we have Surgery, we have a song called, talking about relationship, called Faithfulness, right? I got that, big shouts to Cruise Life, he works with me, right? Cruise Life, he was going through he sent me about 5 beats. And when I put on that first beat, I was like, yo, I started singing a melody and it just hit me. I said, Nice, I have a song here, boy. And Nice was like, I know you didn't produce it, but I will record it. And he was like, when he heard the demo, well, actually, I said my voice. He said, the only way I would record this song is if you feature me on the song. And I was like, yeah, that.
Which song is that?
That is a song called Faithfulness. That is one of the songs.
Oh, okay. We got it there?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Right. Faithfulness is about, sometimes people in a relationship, very long, and it was kind of talking on the side of a woman's perspective, and, how her relationship was, and, she been trying, and he been going outside, and he been playing games. Get fed up, and when you listen to this song, you will understand the vibe of the song. I know it was a nice kind of mesh, and I decided to do. I like country western kind of vibe too, so I said it's a more kind of country western tune.
All right,
you know what I mean? And it was a little different vibe. So so basically, you pushing the music.
All right, cool. Well, let me get into it. Faithfulness on the ground. But before we jump into it, I want to say that that's very commendable on Nice Nation's part, because Nice. I mean, I know Nice donkey years, right?
Yeah.
But he's become known for a lot of zest and the sound. Nice Nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact that he tapped into and say I want to do. I'm versatile. I can do all these different things. Shows great. Confidence and creativity as a producer. So shout out to Nice Nation every time, man. Yeah, it's like Nice, keep sending music to the grind for me, please, right? So anyway, we gonna sing this one?
Yeah, here we go.
All right, live on the grind. This one is called Faithfulness. RKG in the building. Let's go.
Right. For the ladies, yeah. Yeah, that kind of different kind of flavor. And the ladies who go through it, right? It goes something like this. You met him 18 years ago. Faithfulness is all you know. He said he'll never let you go. But sleep's so wrong and now you know. Now your heart keeps bleeding and the tears keeps flowing. After sex he's leaving and the pain keeps growing. I will never let you go. He's so wrong and now you know. Say, I will never let you go. He slept too wrong and now you know. We're Nice Nation.
Nice Nation. You are bad girl, me a top G. That boy wanna look my girl, but in my taxi. You like bad bun, in my pop G. One night time you turn into a bad freak. Yes. Girl, how you say you now? And in my come my head. Hey. Girl, you a trouble, cause you know
Nice
where
Nation.
I want. When that time cause you a scream one done.
Nice
One nation.
I will never let you go. He slipped too wrong and now you know. Say, I will never let you go. He too wrong and now you know. Now your heart keeps bleeding and the tears keeps flowing. After sex he's leaving and the pain keeps growing. Say, I will never let you go. He too wrong and now you know. Say, I will never let you go. He slept too wrong and now you know.
You're listening to The Grind.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, sounds of RKG, our guest here in the building today. That one is called Faithfulness. That one is on the album too.
Yeah, that is on the album.
Fully digital.
Fully digital.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, you have like an alien on the cover of the album or something, so?
The alien is actually on the cover of Cyah.
Oh, Cyah, right.
Cyah. Actually, people asking, funny enough, people asking about it. How come I didn't pay your face? No, you ever felt alienated?
I guess, yeah.
Right. So me is that song in particular, when I sang Cyah, big shout to Nice Nation, because for the last, let me say, 6 songs around the reality vibes, he been the guy that like, all right, KG, we came out with the Love Life, that frequency nice, and I think you should do an album, right, down that lane too, because he's seen that kind of vibe. It's like, you know, when Buju had the broke out, set a tune, and then he went to Tell Shiloh and all these albums and that kind of thing. So that song in particular, I was like, you know what, I'll do a graphic fate, but I'll do something a little different. And the alien, you know, is basically, sometimes you feel alienated, you feel, you know, like different for some reason. So I decided to put the alien there. And if you watch the background, you're seeing all these, you know, like it's almost like a war taking place. You know what I mean? Around that time is when the situation was happening with Benny and, you know, that situation here. So it kind of inspired the vibe of it. And that song speaks about, you know, sometimes you go through so much, it's hard for you to heal now. You know what I mean? And that song close to me because the words in the song, the vibe of the song, and it's one that, you know, connecting with the people right now. Like, I got a video this morning from Gambia, that's the Smiling Coast. I think I sent it to you, right? Where for a while now they've been the Africans and them been tuning into my music. And they love that. They love this. They love that one too. You know what I mean? So it just shows that sometimes the music transcends beyond just here. And is when we do music, like for instance, if you really look and you ever saw the Bob Marley movie?
Yeah.
Right, One Love, you would realize Bob Marley had to leave Jamaica to really get the respect and the blessings, because sometimes we hear but we don't really, you know, like for instance yourself, and I always say this even in interviews when I am the interviewer and you are the interviewee, I always say, but Matix is a man that multi-talented, and sometimes you say, but hey, we could see Matix, like, if you want to be real, and no disrespect to no other hip-hop artists, but Matix is one of the top, tippity top when it comes to lyrical content, when it comes to flow, when it comes to live performance. Like, you're one of the few could go and do a show where nobody in the crowd knows you, but at the end of your performance, you have hands in the air and you have people laughing, and you know, not everybody could do something like that. You know, I have a similar vibe to where I remember performing in BB King's some years ago. Right?
This is in New York.
New York, BB King's, where it was me, Rumi and Vugo, these two guys, they're writers too, two brothers. They had this song with Adam Levine.
Oh,
yeah, the name right there.
Teron on them?
Yeah, they had this song with Adam Levine. They're big writers. They write for Rihanna.
Yeah, Teron, and I can't remember the name of the group. Yeah,
right.
from USVI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Or St. Croix.
Yeah, I think it's St. Croix.
Yeah.
And I perform alongside these people, right? And when I walked out on stage, I was like, wait, this is a different crowd. They don't know me. And at the end of my performance, I had the whole place rocking, right? I did a show in St. Martin where I opened for T-Pain, right? And I was like, wait, you know what I mean? At the end of that, I cheating thing. And if you remember that song, there's a song.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, me don't like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the. And at the end of it, I was like, wait, so not many people have that. And we had to find a way when we get up, every time that we get up in the morning, we wake up, you know, we have to find a way to remotivate ourselves because being a creative is not easy. We go through sometimes being in a depression, and this is people go through it, right? Especially when you know you put out the best, you know where it could be, and then you realize, but wait, you know, you're watching the numbers and say, but what's going on here, right? And then you see outside, say, but wait, outside that should have done, they accepting it so much, and sometimes your own people not really receptive towards it. Is it because sometimes they see you every day? You know, we take things for granted, right? Look at yesterday, right? But the guy that came down, I show speed, right? Look at that. No, I was like, wow, look what the internet could do. You catch where I'm coming from? And somebody would repost that. No, I am glad to see that our youth is so influential. But how many creatives that we have here and somebody would not press share on something? It doesn't take nothing, not $1 to press share or repost. It's how people will do things. I don't know them from anywhere. It sounds good and I will repost it. So I say to say, you cannot gangster people to support you, right? They have to do it organically. But I find as a nation, we always talk about our artists and moving forward and putting our best foot forward and, you know, pushing the artists. We could do a lot better when it comes to support.
No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, The Grind playing the best in TNT music. We do the work here. We do the job. You know that already. Yeah, RKG is our guest here today. What song we want to get into?
Love Life. Love Life.
Like, Travi went on YouTube it. That one went on there just now. All right. When all else fails. Pirate, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, live on The Grind. We go into this one with RKG and we come back after a show. Well, you gonna sing this one for them, yeah? Let me go.
Them don't know my pain, my struggles and reality we are The Grind. What we say? Say them don't know my pain, my struggle and my gain. Every time I fall, Father God, make me rise again. Them don't know my heart. Them bad mind and them grudgeful and them what tear me apart. Say them don't know my life. Them don't know my fight. Father God bless me. Now I can testify. And let me tell you about life. Life. Every time that I fall, God pick me up. Hey, and let me tell you about life. Every time that I stumble, God make me humble. Jah keep me humble, so never give up. If you lost your car, lost your job, never give up. What we say? On the streets with no food to eat, you never give up now. Just pray to Father God, I never give up. And let me tell you about life. So many mothers cry, so many people die. Is either by the gun or viruses, don't ask me why. Just looking at the mirror, you stop live a lie. The cocaine that you take is just a temporary high. But them don't know your life. Them don't know your fight. Father God bless you. Hey, and let me tell you about life. Every time that I fall, God pick you up. Hey, and let me tell you about life.
You're listening to The Grind.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, RKG right here on The Grind. This is your truly Chromatics DJ Trav. Yeah, man. So let me just, once again, the album, Fully Digital, is out. Right, on all platforms. And this is part of it as well?
Yeah, this is part of it.
How many songs on the album itself?
Well, the song has like, the album has like 14 songs. 13 songs, but there is an acoustic version of Sin.
Right.
All right, so there's the normal version of Sin, and there's the acoustic version. Big up to Jabs. He played the guitars.
Yeah, Jabs, respect.
Jab played the guitars and that. What I try to do too, a lot of these songs, there are songs that, you know, I like to use live instruments. Right. There's also a song called Suicidal that I haven't released yet, you know. Yeah,
but off of the album.
Off of the album.
Right.
So what happens? Just a few songs released. So what I'm doing is just doing the work right now. Cyah, the way I really come to feature, right? That song is a song after the album. So that's a single. That is a single. So what I'm planning to do basically is kind of do a more conscious side of RKG and a different project. So that will be on the next project, you know. And I talked to my people, you know, in terms of submitting it for the Grammys. So I'm gonna submit the Cyah for the Grammys, and you know, and put in the work from now, because a lot of times people, you know, try to last minute stuff. I try to put in the work from the jump now. You know what I mean? And I would artists who listen out there, it is not hard to do. Try to submit your music, right? Because look at Keznamdi. Right. I was listening to his music before. I was like, this you bad. You catch where I'm coming from, and so funny that one of his people sent email to my people, right, and say, yo, that Fully Digital album very bad. And the person who sent that is actually a Grammy Award winning producer. So he listened to the Fully Digital and he gave it 100.
Okay.
Yeah, 100. So that's to know that.
So you just say, like, you know, all right. So for those who don't know, right, the Grammys and it's the format that it's submitted. You're really so it's voting members from around the world make up the Grammy voting membership, the membership of the Recording Academy, right? And people. They could be producers, artists, different walks of life. And over the years, we have expanded in Trinidad. We have a lot of voting members here now, right? But would you say that, like, you know, yes, the hope is, at least be nominated, win a Grammy would be great. But do you think it lends to people actually new ears to your music and people within the industry getting familiar with you so almost submitting your music is almost like a marketing strategy, you know?
Well, this is where I'm going. I'm glad you asked that. You know, I'm glad you asked that question, because, and that is why I like to do interviews with you, because you ask the correct questions.
Well, I
hate to do interviews where I go and people they asking me the same questions over how long you're singing. You know what you know. You do ask those questions, and I respect that. And for those who listen and for those who are going to watch this, for the younger ones who coming out and all they want to learn how to do interviews, watch Chromatics.
Respect and manners.
You know what I mean? To answer that question is, yes, it's a marketing strategy, because over the years, I've been considered for the Grammy 4 times, right? I've been considered when I had the Caribbean Bone, that was through VP, VPAL Music. Then I had what song was that, boy? I had Zungusha. That single itself, that was considered after Zungusha. I think it was the Fully Digital.
The album itself.
Fully Digital. I can't remember every single one right now, but I know it's 4 times. The last one was the Fully Digital, and then that song Hard Life that I dropped the single, that was considered in the last Grammy.
Yeah, Hard Life is a hard one too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So what happened to me is over the 4 times being considered, I've gathered a database. Right? So what happens, I'm going to share this with people, because I believe knowledge is to share. Over the years, you have to be a certified voter to vote. We do not have many certified voters in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, we have more and more, as I said. Yeah.
Right. We have a few. But to really dance with men like Cartel and these people, is the numbers is different. But what happened over the years is that when I would get like email saying, yeah, I support your music, right? And sometimes that person might be also, they would submit their music too, right? So you don't actually ask them, hey, vote for me. You send your music. Right, so over the years, sending back and forth emails and that kind of thing, I've gathered a database when it comes to Grammy voters, people who actually vote in the Grammy, people who are certified to vote in the Grammy. And what I would say is a lot of people, musicians like yourself, people who DJs and all, people who have maybe 5-6 years, try to, submit your work and become a certified voter because it helps with everybody.
Well, my problem, boy KG, right? My problem is this, right? I would have liked, because I know a lot of my boy Keshav, of course, Martin Raymond. There's a lot of new voting members in Trinidad and Tobago, right? But you see, every Monday, or from the week prior, I go through so much music here to curate the music on the grind and by extension our radio that I don't want to become a voting member and I can't go through everything now because I know it's bagger music and I'm already doing what I had to do here with the grind. But who knows, maybe one day, because I don't want to say I'm a voting member and I just skim through things and I just throw in my vote while. I would like to consider everything for. So who knows? You know, for the greater good of it all, I might join one day.
You are also a player in the game that has a voice, and a voice is very important. You know what I mean? Because what the work that we're paying in right now, we might never get a nomination. I don't want to say that, but you might never get a nomination or a Grammy. But 10 years from now, your son or your daughter, because of the work that you put in, you understand, can get that kind of blessings now. Because at the end of the day, we gotta start now. Because if we don't start the work now, right, what would we leave for the younger ones that are coming up in the game? You feel, man?
For sure.
Because all this work that you're doing here, you creating, this is your legacy. This is part of your legacy. This is your purpose. At the end of the day, watch from Matix on the road that's selling CDs to Matix owning his own radio station. That is a great accomplishment. So I ain't sure you to have days you go figure get up every day and go and do this again. But just watch the progression. Watch from when you started to now. It's great success. And I sometimes
great success.
No, it's great success because sometimes people for him to come out every day and do this with you.
Well, boy, Travis a different animal. Because I'm a dog from Kwaito to Kwaito. When you say about pitch marble,
sometimes a little pat on the shoulder.
Might not be marble, but you know.
We doing this. We doing this.
Probably punching.
We doing this. Because you right before we started the interview, you played that song. What's the guy named Nando or something? Nado.
Yeah.
I was like blown away. I was like, yo, it's how people on this frequency also. Because even I and all, sometimes when I looking for songs down the lane that I singing, right? I don't get a lot. And like coming here and I was like, wait, look at it. And every time I come here, I
every time I come here, there's new things.
You need to send my backup music. Don't keep it for yourself.
No, I don't. I mean, I do share it with certain people who request it because it's a playlist every week. You know what I mean?
It's something
but a lot of work goes into it. But anyway, bro, because we gotta kind of wrap up. Not the thing, but
I appreciate
as rightfully so, we have bagger artist tune to play as well. You know what I mean? But I want to get, let me, because this is your latest release, the Cyah Heal.
That's what I play. That's what people take in this one.
Cyah Heal?
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the grind, this is called Cyah Heal. We played it a couple times before in the previous weeks, but now it's live on the grind with RKG. Let's go.
Nice Nation. Under God.
868. It's all about the grind.
RKG to the world. So much of things from me grow me can't heal. So much of things when me say me can't heal. So much of pain in my heart me can't heal. The wrongs them do me motivate me now me can't feel. The more they use them I cry me can't heal. So much reasons why me can't heal. Got me connected to the world and the world they connected to me. So me not fear. The streets full of drive-by, enough of them turn a blind eye and see them not care. And a blessing is only a blessing you once you a share that. Me do enough big things and never share that. No wrong enough applause, me never hear that. Why you put your weight on me not go pay that. All know me can't sleep, cause every day another friend and an enemy. Sleepless nights, me stand guard at me premises. Coming on know which one of them are me nemesis. All know me can't heal. So much disappointments with me go through in a life. Now me heart get, now me can't feel. Now tell me say me not a joy in my life for the things you do me why me can't heal. Enough time me try build you, and me falling. You push me on now as we save you from drowning. Now keep me dead, you need a fever by morning. Yeah. Now need your strength, your kindness come at a cost. And fears me pay faith, I mean the one we lost. I mean not too care for imperfections or your flaws. This one day in my thoughts. Me nah believing if she come back, then it was meant to be yours. If she left you once, I bet she gonna left you some more. Cause if it was really never leave you in the dark, they would have stayed through the storm. So me can't trust to shadow after dark. So not quick to trust and watch where you talk. Or your real friend or friend the enemy, what you close to ya. These wounds can't heal. Still you watching me. Gonna answer your prayer if I not kill you at cemetery. You're the magician first place in the chemistry. All know me can't heal. So much disappointments when me go through in my life. Now me heart get numb, me can't feel. Now tell me, say me not a guy in my life for the things you do me, why me can't heal. Cause every day another friend to my enemy. Sleepless nights me stand guard at my premises. Cause me don't know which one of them I'm in nemesis. Me do good, you do bad. Me say you're wrong, pick all pan God. Your words sweet, but a bit of intentions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line, Matrix.
Yes, sir.
Your real friend, a friend of enemy, what you close to your heart. It's serious. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, RKG's been on the grind. So just give us, I believe you expanded on it earlier about Cyah Hill. But just give them a little backstory into the creation of the song, the inspiration of the song.
Big up to Nice Nation again, bro. Nice Nation. You see, like how you said, this your brother. Nice Nation is my brother because Nice Nation is one of the producers that really, some people would just produce your music, all right? Because you will have a business. It's business, but it's not just business with him now. He will get an idea. Sometimes I get an idea, I send it to him. Sometimes he gets an idea and he will message me any hour. Yo, come in the studio tomorrow, right? And he came up with this and he's like, yo, KG, I have something here for you. I feel in this frequency, right?
In terms of the rhythm or like lyrics too?
The lyrics.
Okay,
and he came in and each time he started hum and it's like, yo, yeah, I feel in this vibe, I feel in this frequency. So we have that kind of chemistry as producer and artist now. You know what I mean? And the song connected with him and it connected with me and the messages a message whereby, sometimes in this life that we live in, sometimes the closest people to us, we can't even trust. You understand where I'm coming from? And sometimes we do so much for people, right? The part where I talk about, there's a particular line in the song where I talk about basically obia. Where I say chemistry, right? And I use the word cemetery. It's how people let's do all kind of bad. And bad real and we just want to deny boy, think, but it's how people out here does
delve up in them dark arts.
Exactly. Wicked things now, you know what I mean? And sometimes, and that's why energy has shake and hug up. Not everybody's the hug up. You understand? I'm being real with you. Not everybody's the hug up. Right? Not everybody's to sleep with too. Right? And I pay that all day for people, all day to people that have energies. Right? The curses all day. And be careful all day. Cyah Hill. Check it out. It's streaming on all digital platforms. Check out the album fully digital. You can follow me, and we're gonna ask me the questions. There's a radio.
You just what I do, bro. I so fed up. I don't even like to ask people where people could follow you, but just because of
what's good on people. You go check out the album. It's called Fully Digital. It's called Fully Digital. After Fully Digital, I release songs like Hard Life. That's video is out. We have the Cyah Hill. There's a song also, and you can check out that. There's a Azes vibe also called Escort.
Yeah. We had it there too.
The bubble vibes. Go check out the music. Follow me at RKG the artist. That's RKG letter DARTISTE. Keep streaming the music. Keep sharing the music. Love, life, respect.
You don't know.